Hi besties, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video diary. I just got back from New York. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm currently fighting a cold. As much as I loved our time in New York, my body and skin are definitely feeling the effects of travel and just being out of my routine. I spent our full first day back literally horizontal, but we are so back. Now that I'm feeling so much better, I thought I would take today to ease back in, reset, rest, and just feel like myself again. And so with that being said, I've been refocusing on rebuilding my morning rituals. That includes giving my skin lots of love after travel. So I wanted to share some of my skincare favorites from Aihara that has been helping me get my glow back, like literally. We all know how important it is to double cleanse, and so I love starting my skincare routine by taking off all of my makeup with the Calm Balm. This is an olive and coconut oil cleansing balm. It is so gentle. It just melts everything away without stripping my skin and leaving my skin feeling like tight and dry. She is very well loved and very nourishing. After I double cleanse, I will go in with the Mist Have. This is a hyaluronic acid lavender mist, so it is very hydrating and very calming. Honestly, such a lifesaver for dehydrated skin, especially after traveling. You're in the plane, you're in a different climate. The hydration and glow just go crazy. Like instantly glass skin. Then I will go in with the Glow Hero Serum. The Glow Hero is all about brightening and restoring that healthy glow. Exactly what my skin needs after a week of traveling and airplane air. I also love to use this serum with my gua sha. I don't know about you guys, but after travel, I get very puffy. So I love how this helps me sculpt and also restore. And then I will finish off with the Make My Day Cream. This is arguably one of my favorite moisturizers because it's so lightweight and nourishing. It's not too heavy and it's perfect for layering under SPF or makeup. My skin drinks this stuff up. What I really notice about all these products is that they're very soothing. My skin genuinely feels calmer and more hydrated. Like look at that soft glow. This has been my lineup lately to make me feel like myself again and just to restore that glow. All of my Aihara favorites are linked down below if you also want to attain this glow. Thank you so much Aihara for sponsoring this part of the video. I just finished my morning journaling session and I did my morning pages for The Artist's Way. Restarting week 8 just because I did not do my morning pages when I was in New York, and I'm really like trying not to beat myself up about it because I was so busy in New York. It was really hard for me to be like in my routine, but nonetheless, we're moving on. We're just gonna control what we can control now. Treating this week as like the official week 8 of The Artist's Way. So it felt good to kind of just like reflect on my New York trip and reflect on what I want to be intentional about going into November. Honestly, I'm treating this next week as like the first official week of November just because first week of November just like slipped out of my fingertips. But nonetheless, we can always decide when we are so back. But I wanted to share my November themes. I like to do monthly themes like this, 6 to 8 themes that I want to have for November. It's really not that serious. I think it's just fun and I just like jotting down what like I'm currently into for the month and like what I want to like emulate, I guess. So November themes, Dracula, because it is still a vampire fall. And then I put down the quote, "Action cures fear." I absolutely love that quote. I feel like creatively, I've been in such a flow state with creating content. So I'm just proud of myself for taking action rather than trying to plan everything out to a T. Typically when I try to plan things out too much, it will turn into, is this good enough or is this dumb? And that just becomes like a fear. So it's just a great reminder to not overthink things, just act upon your inspiration and you never know what might come from it. Next, I put candlelight because I'm really in my candles era. You will not catch me with the big light. The big light is actually off limits in our household. My man knows that. Like I operate with low lighting to the point where he sometimes puts on his flashlight on his phone. He's just dramatic, okay? Next I have gothic romance. I'm really leaning into like the dark gothic vibes this season. I don't know what it is. I've been really wanting to consume like dark academia, dark romance, just like overall like gothic vibes, maybe even like spooky horror stuff. Just recently watched Nosferatu like 2 nights ago. I wouldn't say that's a romance, but I really enjoyed the movie because I'm currently reading Dracula. So finding things that they picked inspiration from to create the film Nosferatu was just so interesting to me, and I felt like a detective. And now I understand why people are so insufferable when people have read books and then they watch some movie adaptations. Like, honestly, I want to be an insufferable movie watcher. Like, I'm gonna be insufferable when I watch Frankenstein. I put dark mornings because we're gonna romanticize it. Crochet, I have been in my crochet era. I also put classic books. I'm very much in my classic books era. I really wanna read more classic literature. And then lastly, the Twilight soundtrack, because honestly, that goes hard year round, but it just hits different in the fall. It is a vampire fall. But yeah, those are my November themes. I feel already so much better and so much more like myself after I journal and just like let all my thoughts go. Now I want to clean up the house a bit, do kind of like a house reset. I need to do so much laundry. I need to tidy up the room. I want to tidy up the living room, just slowly easing into our routine and also putting effort into my hobbies. So. Reporting back, I got everything on my like home to-do list done, but I just made another cafecito because I am running on fumes. I'm so tired. I feel like home stuff and like home improvement just like never ends as an adult. I'm constantly wanting to like rearrange stuff and like utilize as much of our space as possible. So I didn't show it to you guys, but I'm trying to clear out like my little office, sell like a ton of stuff, like my old desk, and I made like a pile for donations, and I want to like sort of revamp the space. I want to thrift like a really beautiful warm wood desk and just have such a simple layout. I really want like an office space to have like a dedicated workspace at home and to also be able to properly stow away my PR. Really, I've just been so like blessed and privileged to be able to receive so many goodies. So be on the lookout for another giveaway because I want to share the love with you guys. But I thought while I wait for my laundry to finish, I wanted to give you guys a quick little book update. I am currently reading Dracula and I'm about halfway. I want to finish today because I think I'm ready to move on. And we have a lot of story left to go, but I found myself like having a hard time keeping up with so many different characters. I feel like with Frankenstein, there was way less characters to keep track of and like one solid storyline, whereas this one has so many different storylines that I'm assuming that's gonna come like full circle towards the latter half of this book. So I'm working my way through that. And then I also started November book of the month, which is A Secret History. I've been wanting to get into this. I really want to finish Dracula so I can get into book of the month. The Secret History has been on my TBR for forever, and I keep getting DMs asking like, how are you liking it? Or my favorite fall books of all time, and I'm like, I'm not like far enough yet to like make an opinion, but I'm on page 24, so clearly we've got a lot to go. But I'm very excited. The amount of like comments and DMs I've gotten ever since I started this book has been like crazy, so I'm excited to see the hype. I really am. I heard it's giving that like dark academia that we all want for the fall season, so I am definitely intrigued. But yeah, that's my book update. I want to read 4 books this month, and clearly I'm behind already just because we spent like the first week traveling, but I'm thinking that while we wait, we read some of Dracula together and we join a book sprint in the book club. Got ready for the day because I need to go shoot some content for a brand like in the downtown area. It's one of the outfits that I am shooting. It's for the brand Classy. The quality of these clothes are so good, and the most unique thing about their brand is that all of their tops have a bra insert, so you don't have to wear a bra. And it's so comfortable and so form-fitting and flattering. I'm obsessed. And I also sent over this little mini skirt which has shorts underneath, which I love. So this is one of the outfits that I'm going to shoot in when I have to do an outfit change while I'm out as well. And so I just packed my little baggie with some props, Whenever I do a brand deal, I always incorporate props that I use in like my everyday life that just like are just part of my personality and just what I would naturally have on me. So I have my book. I'm bringing this little road case that I was just sent in PR, so I thought it was cute. And then I have my favorite sunnies. These are from Love Lou. They're just so flattering on my face. And then I have wired headphones, my cutie little blue light accessory glasses, and then just a cute lippy from Edam. I love shooting content with props just because like it's easier to photograph because I act more natural that way. And these are things that I use in my everyday life and that I already love. So it just makes the experience a lot more organic. So this cutie little tote bag is from Cezanne. And I just love having her as my little props bag when I'm out and about. So I'm dragging my man to help me with this brand deal. And we're probably gonna get some cafecitos as well. I'm gonna attempt to take you guys on like a behind the scenes. I have my cameraman. We're just gonna shoot. Okay, and now we are on to outfit number 2, and it's just the same top, but with these pants, and I'm actually obsessed. I want to wear these every day. They're so comfortable, and the fold over is so flattering. And then these are the props I'm using. I switched my phone case with my man's, so that way he takes photos on my phone still, because he doesn't like to have all my photos on his phone. Headphones, coffee, and my aloe bag. It's kind of giving like girl on the go, going to Pilates, going to get coffee, etc. But these are the vibes. Just getting ready for bed, and I made my little evening tea tray. I just recently got this beautiful tea tray from the antique store. I've been trying to use it to romanticize my mornings, my evenings. So I just set up my little tea tray because the evenings are a lot colder now, and so I've been trying to drink more tea at night. And then I have my candle with my thrifted little candlestick holder. I'm so obsessed because it looks like an ice cube. And then I have my book of choice for the evening. It's honestly not hitting as much as I thought it would. I'm still enjoying it, but it is taking me a lot longer to get through Dracula. So my goal tonight is to read at least 50 pages. And then my fragrance for the evening is this Salt and Stone Black Rose and Oud. O-U-D, is that how you pronounce it? I actually just got this in PR yesterday, and I sprayed it once. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I think this is a very like nice evening scent, as well as like just an overall home scent. It just smells so yummy and so warm. I'm just gonna unwind for the evening and get off my phone. Besties, I'm just here on the ground at my coffee table. I really hope you guys don't get tired of like my coffee table area, because I feel like I'm here 90% of the time. It's honestly become like my comfort space, and I just love it. I love being surrounded by like my books, my candles, my little doilies, like anything that just romanticizes my day. But I just did my morning pages for the Artist's Way, and now I'm just making my to-do list for the day and just also brainstorming a no spend November / like no spend rest of the year, basically. Especially coming back from my trip to New York, like I really indulged in New York, and I feel like I need to get back onto like my financial goals as well as like my health goals. And like when we were in New York, all we did was eat out, and then coming back we were sick, so we were still eating out, and like I just felt like absolute crap. But now that we're both feeling better, we've been cooking, and I can already feel such a big difference. Like I lost 4 pounds from just cooking at home. Okay, skinny legend. But literally like the difference of just like fueling your body with whole foods. It's like, it's so simple, but it's not easy, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get back onto like just doing things that yes are hard to do in the moment, but like pay dividends later. But along with like our no spend November / like end of the year is not just for like my personal goals, but I also want to set aside money to buy food to like donate to some local food banks or to donate to like some shelters that specifically house kids and like house single mothers. This is something that my man and I have been wanting to do for a long time. I also want to set aside money to buy toys for like the local toy drives here. I just want to make this holiday season like special for other people who may not be in the best situation and that are just trying their best. And I feel like especially now with like the current environment of our country, even more important to take care of your community. And like, it doesn't need to always be financial, it can be with your time. I'm trying to find like a good organization where I can volunteer and like maybe give my time to an organization that's like handing out food for Thanksgiving or for Christmas or just stuff like that. I just want to be more intentional with like where I'm spending my money and like if it's actually making a difference in my community. And like that's always been a soft spot for my man and I, like the kids and especially parents who are struggling at this time to make ends meet for them. So that's just like a personal thing that we want to do for our community. But to be able to do that, we need to cut back on the overindulging and the consumerism. When I say I'm gonna be inside, because it seems like every time I step outside, I spend $100. So I'm like actually so sick of it. So we are staying inside. I have so many cozy hobbies that I wanna do. So like, now is the time to do them. Crocheting, reading, gaming, watching movies, and that all is free. So I'm limiting myself to coffee out once a week, which I know I already broke that these past 2 days, but if it's like content work related, like I'm shooting a brand deal, I will always use that as an expense. So that to me just like cancels itself out because for tax purposes. And also like I bought my man a coffee because he helped me with my work. So but yeah, coffee out once a week, eating out once a week. This is gonna be a huge one because like I said, I already lost like 4 pounds just by cooking meals for myself and eating whole foods. So that's gonna be a big one. No shopping for clothes. I have more than enough clothes. There's nothing that I absolutely like need right now. There's a difference between wanting and needing something. And then my last one is finish all books on my TBR before buying new books, except for book of the month for book club. I have about 10 books that are on my like end of year TBR and they all are physically here in my home. So there's no reason for me to be buying new books. The only book that I'll need to buy is December book of the month, which obviously has not been decided because it's still November. So yeah, I feel like those 4 are like typically where I spend the most of my money. Coffee, eating out, unnecessarily like shopping for clothes, and then buying books. Yeah, that's my vibe for the end of the year. We're gonna be staying inside and I hope you're down for it. There's so many ways to romanticize like your home life and your hobbies that don't involve spending so much money. And so we're just gonna tap into that. I already feel like I'm a homebody anyways, but like even more so, we need to lock in. But also this randomly is just like irritating me. I want to, I think, post that for sale, that chair. I don't really like it, it's bugging me. I think I want to rearrange my books, so maybe we'll do that together. I'm about to head home now because of daylight savings, and I'm really trying to embrace like this new season that's coming. Winter can be very hard, and so I just want to lean into my rituals and habits and things that just like make me a better version of myself. I'm also gonna live by the motto of like depression hates a moving target, and just keeping myself occupied and busy with things that really fill my cup this cozy season. Something as simple as just taking myself to the park to journal and to read for a bit has seriously just like made my day even better. I had a few brand deals to shoot today, so I've just been like on my phone getting work done, and just like coming out here has been like a breath of fresh air, like literally. But yeah, I'm just kind of like admiring the fall foliage before it starts to like fall and the trees are all bare again. But I thought we would end the video here because I'm gonna go home now and make myself a yummy dinner and just be cozy tonight. So comfy cozy cult, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I just absolutely love chatting with you guys in the comments, my DMs, and it's been so fun that our little cozy corner on the internet is growing. But yeah, today's emoji of the day, comment down below. Little socks emoji today. I feel like that's just like the perfect emoji to embrace this cozy, colder season. And I'm so excited to take you guys along through this like transitional period into the new season.